It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. So Sacramento will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Sacramento, McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. Now here's Durant, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ibaka. The shot is off. So the Kings will take it the other way. For DeMarcus Cousins, his numbers have been flat out phenomenal. I mean, just incredible. Sometimes hidden by the lack of what's around him in Sacramento, especially, Greg, when you compare last year's stats with other centers in the NBA.
Yeah, he's averaged nearly 5 points more per game than the next center. Top 3 in rebounding for all centers. This guy is the complete package down low.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Earlier I spoke with George Karl. He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X-factor for them. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Roberson the pass to Adams. And here's Westbrook from the arc. That's good. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Rondo kicks to McLemore. Cousins with a screen for McLemore. No luck. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
There's the pass to Westbrook. Over to the wing. Here's Roberson. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Roberson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Outside Rondo. Goes up at the stripe. Easy misses.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside Westbrook. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Now here's Durant. He kicks it to Adams. Goes up on the block. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I'm sure they're satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice shot that time.
The Kings trail by 6.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Offensive rebound. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Caspi, he's checked in for Quincy Ace. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. Curry's checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo.
And the Western playoffs just, it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
Shots good by Waiters. The Kings trail by 5. To the wing right side. They set the screen. And the wide open shot from Collison. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Waiters against Collison. Waiters dishes to Durant. Singler for 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And here's Collison following Kyle Singler's 3. Sacramento moving it around. And stolen by Singler. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Durant. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
They haven't been able to stifle them defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Cousins. Caspi ferries it down low.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And so here is Oklahoma City. 8-point game. There's the pick. Foy, the pass to Durant. Three-pointer. And the shot is good. Durant's got 5 points so far.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Collison with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. There's the feed to Cousins. 1 second left. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 11. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where
it comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I want to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
On the court right now for the Kings, McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Cauley Stein is out there with Costa Koufis. And it's Rondo in at the 5. And he gets it to go. Gay's got his second basket of the game.
Rudy Gay is one of the few players in this league that can make a shot like that.
You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
Shot's good. McLemore's got it back down to single digits for the Kings. The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward.
Roberson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. Here's Westbrook. 5 points in the game.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
And so Westbrook makes them both. Well, Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Clock at 2. Rondo with a clean look. Can't convert after the good screen. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Morrow kicks to Ibaka. Outside Westbrook. Feeds it to Robertson. Pass to Morrow for the 3. Here's Adams, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yeah, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Gay kicks to Kufis. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Ibaka. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
And what a pickup to get a guy like Karl, Greg, on their bench. As you mentioned, he's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
Rondo with it. Westbrook picks him up. Westbrook against Rondo. Gay kicks to Kufis. Kicks it out to Gay. Another miss by Gay.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Rondo against Westbrook. Rondo dishes to Kufis. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Outside Westbrook. Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook. The Kings trail by 10. 1:29 left in the first half of the game. The trial by Rondo, and he trims the lead to single digits.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the Thunder going with the whole new group out there. And the Kings will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Koufos. Caspi comes in for Quincy Ace. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Ben McLemore. One thing you can say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers?
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the big 3 in Boston. That year, it was the big 4.
The Kings trail by 9. 52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. To the inside. Soft touch off the glass. Caspi's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row ain't close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Rondo passes to Caspi. They set the screen. Here's Cousins. What a terrific move that was. Cousins has got 5 now.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
And Waiters kicks to Cantor. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thunder lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq, let's get your opinion on their game so far.
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys have been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to that lead.
And Kenny, what'd you see from Sacramento?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
The second half beginning in just a moment. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going. And in that first half, young fella had it going.
Not just an edge, though, Greg. I think he gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. And he's a special player to have around, no doubt about that.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Well, the main problem last year for the Kings, Greg, their defense. Just couldn't slow teams down on their end of the court, and it cost them.
Yeah, listen, a lot of it had to do with the defensive problems overall. They were pretty much in the bottom 10 of every major defensive category and dead last in blocks as well.
Screen by Cousins. Rondo dishes to Cousins. To the wing right side. Rondo drives in, and that one's good. Rondo's got 5 points so far.
And you said it. I mean, the Kings had a tough time on defense. They also gave up the most fast break points in the league. I mean, they had a tough time getting back and defending in transition.
Now here's Durant. He has 7, and Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside Durant, clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Ibaka, no luck.
And the Kings were last in fast break points allowed. As you mentioned, what is odd was that there were rumors last season that the front office wanted to try out cherry picking on purpose. Pretty sure that's one of the worst ideas to try out in the NBA.
Westbrook passes to Adams. Oh, wide open look here for Ibaka. Again, Ibaka missing. The Kings trail by 9. Westbrook with the steal. Inside. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for Quincy Acey, and Curry subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Seth Curry.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Curry attacking. The teardrop falls in.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh no, oh yeah shots.
Ibaka outside. Back to Westbrook. Shoots from 14. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry kicks to Cauley Stein. There's the double team with Westbrook. Curry wide open. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 5 points so far.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Ibaka dishes to Durant. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Screen by Cousins. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Gay. Shot clock at 6. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Curry.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
They set the pick. Now here's McLemore. Defense is right there. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. Here's Cousins. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Here's Gay, and there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Morrow's checked in, and then for Sacramento, Koufos comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Collison in for McLemore. Here's Gay, And Durant sends it back.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Waiters comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Foy in for Anthony Morrow. Here's Kufis. Tries again, and Durant sends it back. It's Westbrook with the drive. Cantor, the pass to Foy. Back to Cantor. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Durant. Kufis grabs the miss.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Quincy Azee's checked in for Curry.
You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
The shot's good from Cantor.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
The Kings trail by 8. Kicks to AC. Out to the right wing. To the left side wing. Deep 2 from Collison. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And he makes both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Good.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
For 3, Westbrook, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 8. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Kings trail by 8. On the court right now for the Kings, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Caspi is out there with Rudy Gay. And there's Collison. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. Here's Waiters. Passes it to Ibaka. The dish to Robertson. 5 to shoot. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. For 3, Westbrook. Great D that time from Collison.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Cantor's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. He sinks the 11-footer. Westbrook's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Thunder.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Outside Collison. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 7th assist in the game. The Thunder leading by 8. And Roberson kicks to Waiters. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Releases from 15. The shot is off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Collison dishes to Rondo. With the teardrop and the rejection by Ibaka. They swipe it. And here comes the break. Here's Gay. Misses the jumper, and they can't get anything on the break.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The Kings trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Cantor with the screen on Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. And Westbrook, here we go. High post shot. It's hauled in by the Kings. Cousins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside Rondo. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Caspi. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Gay against Waiters. Roberson the pass to Waiters. Cantor, high post, to the middle. And now Sacramento on the break. Collison, good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Sacramento.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
He dishes it to Rondo. Cousins with a screen on Waiters. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way. It's stolen by Rondo. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he recovers it. Collison against Waiters. Stolen by Cantor. Tries to snap the cold streak. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. And Durant subbed in for Dion Waiters. Quincy Acy's checked in for the Kings. McLemore has come in for Darren Collison.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're down by 5. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
All right, Doris. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Sweet move. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of the last 12 points that have come off assists.
And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Thunder.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Rondo against Westbrook. Six to shoot. Here's Adams. No luck. Nice D from Cousins. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on an 11-3 run. Rondo with it. Westbrook picks him up. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Back to Rondo. To the right side to take the lead. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're losing by 4. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sacramento again missing. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul. Steven Adams. Shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And Sacramento has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Sinks it.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
No luck that time either.
Yeah, it looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trail by 2. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
And he had to have all of those guys. That miss comes at the worst possible time.
Rondo. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, guys, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And, Russell, obviously the fans were loving this win here tonight. What was your mindset coming into this particular matchup?
Well, just trying to come out and play our game. You know, we're a good team, especially at home. Did a good job of playing team ball tonight.
The fans are delighted, Russell. Thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
When you're a leader on the NBA team, you're expected to carry your team. You take the pressure off. You manage it. You infuse that energy to help your team.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. Being H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ask Cali. Catman, Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switch it. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need I said, I get it. If you want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Black flag, we rich. Yeah. Listen. Bounce, it's what I does. I get money every day I does that. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left too. Ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine, that's on my head. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we did it. Biggie in my city. Please no fit it. Hit them too. The bread and get stupid. Silly. Money that come, run it like water. Mommy so hot. Miami on fire, you better be. Might get on the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one reports it. I run in, strip routes, follow. Said we taking over.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. After fighting so many battles to keep the Kings in Sacramento, they are set to open up a new arena for the start of next season. Shaq, you've been involved with the Kings. How big was this for the city?
Well, it firmly establishes the Kings in Sacramento for years to come. Excuse me, Sacramento. The design is great. It's going to be the first.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now Sacramento starting five. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Quincy Acey out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Rondo in at the point. It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams. Now
Rondo following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. The drive by Cousins. Good D by Love.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Kicks it out to LeBron. The second chance effort and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And both free throws good for LeBron. 2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans, but you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. Now here's Rondo following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. He feeds it to McLemore. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. McLemore's got his first 3 points of the game.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try. And, you know, for LeBron, he knew he had his work cut out for him in Cleveland. A younger team unseasoned in the playoffs. They had to remake the roster a bit and gain that experience.
Poke loose. The pass to Love. Smith outside. Clock at 4. Love kicks to Thompson. That one bounces around and comes back out.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. And LeBron and the Cavs, I think they'll have a chance to bring that long-awaited championship to the city of Cleveland. But LeBron's return was bigger than basketball. He said it was about hope and inspiring his home state, and no doubt that was accomplished in his first year.
Here's James following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. The drive by James, and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
James against Gay. James, the pass to Thompson. It's stolen by Rondo. McLemore dishes to Gay. No good. Some solid defense there from Irving. The drive by Smith. Pass to Thompson. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, George Karl and I caught up for just a bit. Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris. Thompson with the bucket.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
That's good. The Kings trailing. Outside Rondo. Down low. And AC kicks to Cousins. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
And for Cousins, those 20, 20, 10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Here's Dellavedova. The feed to Mozgov. Kufis with the block. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Dellavedova, the pass to Shumpert. Here's Dellavedova. Picked by Mozgov. Shot clock at 6. Here's LeBron. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Really, that's his specialty right there, finding that angle and then going hard to the rim.
Collison up top from 13, off the left rim and out.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
LeBron against Collison. LeBron right side, kicks to Dellavedova. Mozgov dishes to Fry. Mozgov passes to James. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Kings ball.
6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the wide open shot from Collison. And the three ball is good. Collison's got 5 now. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Kings lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we.
And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership. Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Kings.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Collison is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Cousins in at the center position. And here we go with Collison running it up the court. Here's Bellinelli, covered by Irving. The shot by Bellinelli, no good.
And the Kings last season struggled with just about everybody. And the Eastern Conference was no different. Just couldn't get the wins they needed to keep pace in their conference.
Collison with it, guarded now by Irving. Gay with no one around. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Now here's Love. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Irving kicks to Love. No good on the triple. Clark, the Kings last season, only 11 wins in 30 games against the Eastern Conference. Only had more out of the conference wins than the Wolves last season. That was not a good number.
Yeah, and the Kings didn't have a winning record against any Eastern division either. So you can't make up ground in the West if you can't beat the teams in the East.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and then for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cauley-Stein. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Darren Collison. Here's the screen. At the elbow, it's Cousins. Kufis dishes to Gay. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Here's Smith, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Screen by Cousins. Gay outside. Takes a 3. And it's Gay again missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Dellavedova, the pass to Smith. The screen from Thompson. Off the pick. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside, Bellinelli. And he gets it to go.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And no question, G.A., Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers, but in 9 seasons he's been in the league.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
People were still in Memphis, though, Kevin. I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault that you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at times. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason.
James checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Kings also at the sub. McLemore is checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Irving kicks to LeBron. The screen from Thompson. To the paint. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kufis. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Passes it to Rondo. Gay kicks to Cousins, pushing their lead to double digits. And it's a 10-point Kings lead.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
LeBron left side. And stolen by Cousins. It's Gay on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. And Cousins kicks to McLemore. To the middle. That's good from Gay on the assist from McLemore. And the Kings lead by 12.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Smith dishes to Irving to end the run. Cannot hit. And the Kings going the other way now. Rondo kicks to Gay. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
Hey, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Smith.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
Rondo with it, guarded now by Irving. From deep, McLemore, good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And it's 6 points for Ben McLemore. Love the pass to Thompson. Irving against Rondo. And stolen by Kufis. Outside Rondo. Dishes it to Cousins. They set the pick. Gay outside. Screen by Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots off the screen. Another miss by Gay. Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. They have no problem creating with player movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is. And, Kevin, they were dead last in the league in terms of catch-and-shoot field goal attempts. Also near the bottom in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage. So they might have been justified in that.
Now here's Gay following the shot by Tristan Thompson. That's good.
So they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Irving for three. No luck. And through the first half, a pretty lot.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They just exploded in the... And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Cousins just giving them fits. He has 8 points and 1 steal.
Kings leading now by 17. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Irving. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shot's good. Hit. Shooting one.
Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving, as he's got more talent around him, he's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help. Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
A 3-ball. They get it back, but they recover it. LeBron kicks to Love. Rondo against Irving. Smith outside. Here's Love. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
And Irving with multiple 55-point games last season. The first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in 07.
Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in, and the Kings will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Curry's checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Now, here's Collison. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 17. Thompson with the rebound.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Collison following the score by Cleveland. They set the pick. He dishes it to Caspi. 13 feet away. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's LeBron with the drive.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Kings making a change here. Bellinelli's checked in.
Marco Bellinelli.
Kings leading now by 18. Wide open. And it comes off the front of the rim. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Here's Bellinelli. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Bellinelli's got 6.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 10 to the middle. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He has 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. Sacramento leading by 13.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Here's Bellinelli. He has 6. The dish to Collison. There's a screen. Caspi for 3. Good. And the Kings lead by 16.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
And here's Collison after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Outside for Curry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. The shot's good from LeBron. James has got 8 points in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Collison. 10 points for him. Curry kicks to Bellinelli. In the corner, Collison with it. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Up the floor, here's Dellavedova, and the miss. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Sacramento. They're up by 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Cavaliers trail by 11. On the floor for Sacramento. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. And it's Rondo in at the point. Now, here is Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Clock is at 3. A three-pointer off the mark.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Rondo dishes to Gay. Now here's McLemore outside. Second chance shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And 12 points here for Cousins.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
Shumpert passes to Mozgov. They set the screen. Dellavedova kicks to Irving. Again, Irving missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Rondo dishes to Gay. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists in the game.
And you know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Greg, you were talking about Rondo, and his shooting woes have been well documented. Clark, he tried to tap into Dirk's old shooting coach to help him out while in Dallas.
You know, a good portion of this might be mental at this point for Rondo. He is getting to the point in his career where I think it is what it is for him in regards to his shooting.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. High post Cousins. Top of the key. Shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Here's Irving. And the rejection by Cousins.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Gay with it, now guarded by Shumpert. Gay, that's good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Kings.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also the ball hawking. The way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking advantage.
And he gets it to go.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Dellavedova, the pass to Irving. Dellavedova kicks to Fry. Cleveland gets it back. Pass to Dellavedova. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
And 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Here's Cousins, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point, but Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
He misses the free throw.
And with that Cousins story about the writer, Cousins actually called him out about that failed prediction. I mean, they made amends, however, with the writer eating his words and donating to a charity of Cousins' choice.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. LeBron, he's checked in for Shumpert. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Thompson misses.
Yeah, and for Cousins, it's never been a question of talent. I mean, many are glad to see that he's been able to stay focused, really for the first stretch of his career.
Now here's Gay. Elbow shot is on the way. Sacramento again missing. Outside Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The offensive rebound.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Gay can't get it to go.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Smith.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Cousins. Shot's good by McLemore.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're trailing by 14. 1:25 left in the game. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Rondo. James against Gay. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Kings.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for DeMarcus Cousins. He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Love wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to James. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's McLemore. He's tightly guarded. He kicks to Rondo. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Kings lead by 12.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special feeling there.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline.
Well, DeMarcus.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, DeMarcus Cousins.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight, no matter how tight the deep.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.